How's everybody doing? I hope everybody day going well. It's been a pretty. It's man. The NBA season is getting a little bit more interesting now. Started with my favorite team, the Warriors. Stephen Wardell Curry, the man himself, the GOAT himself, the three-pointer guy himself, has went off for 56 points, y'all. 56 points. Yeah, it's incredible watching Steph. You know, I've been a Steph Curry fan since 2013. I remember the very first game. I remember the very game that he went off against the Knicks. This was when Carmelo Anthony was still in his prime. You know, Melo was still Melo. He went off against the Knicks for 50. I think it was 53 points. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. But man, ever since then, I became a Steph Curry fan, and like, it's always fun to watch Steph play basketball. It's always great to watch him play basketball because the way how he play basketball, he plays it as such. It's like he out there having fun. Now, that's not to say Steph Curry don't take the game seriously, because of course he does. But every time when you watch Steph Curry, it's spectacular. It's really, really spectacular at the things he do. The way he move without the ball, the way he gets himself open, the way how he releases the ball out his hands so quick. Steph, in my personal opinion, Steph Curry has the quickest release in NBA history. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can fight me in these comments if y'all want to. I don't care. That's just my opinion. Steph Curry has the quickest release in NBA history. Now, some of you might say Klay Thompson, but in my opinion, I say Klay Thompson is probably maybe in that number 2, number 3 spot as far as the quickest release. But that's neither here or there, y'all. The man, Steph Curry, went out for 56 points. I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 quarters, it was looking pretty scary for my team. It was really, really looking scary for my team. Paul Banchero and the Magic, they was putting them hands. Stop putting them hands. They was putting the clamps on the Warriors. It was looking very, very scary. Then third quarter, Steph showed out. Third quarter, Steph showed out. Fourth quarter, he showed out. Like, Steph literally just said, you know what? I'm finna put this team on my back and I'm finna carry them. I'm not finna let my team lose. That's something a real leader does. That's something a real leader does. He takes it upon himself and brings his team to a win. Will his team to a win. Jimmy Butler didn't really have a good night offensively, but that's okay. You know, as always, Jimmy makes it up with defense. Jimmy Butler has always been a great defender since the Chicago Bulls days. So, you know, I know. But, yeah, Paulo Banchero had 41 points, but it wasn't enough to overcome Steph. It wasn't enough to overcome Steph's 56-point game. It just wasn't enough. And ever since the Jimmy Butler trade, the Warriors has been 7-1. Let me repeat that. Ever since the Jimmy Butler trade, y'all, the Warriors has been 7-1. It's looking pretty good for my team, man. I'm not going, because the last couple of seasons, man, I've been disappointed as a Warriors fan. As a Warriors fan, I've been really, really disappointed. Let me take a sip, because I'm overly excited, y'all. So let me take a sip of this real quick. Woo! That hits the spot. Yeah. They've been 7-1 since the trade. It's I think the next game, who do they play next? I'm not sure. But whoever they play next, it's a high probability they might win. They might be 8-1. But I'm just happy that my team is going back crazy. I'm just happy that my team is going crazy because it has felt like a long time since the Warriors been going crazy and Steph been, doing his thing. Now, at the beginning of the season, the Warriors started off really, really good at the beginning of the season. Since they, ever since they acquired Buddy Hield. Like, once they acquired Buddy Hield, they was going crazy. But after a while, the last 2 to 3 months, they kind of went back to being a regular team, bottom of the barrel team and things like that. You could tell Steph was very frustrated with the way how things going on the floor. And the Warriors management, the Warriors GM really, really did good with making this trade. Even though Jimmy Butler was being difficult with things like that, I'm really happy that this trade worked out because honestly, the Warriors really need a defense on their team. They really, really need a defense really, really bad. Kuminga wasn't really giving you no defensive effort. Brandon Podziemski, I wouldn't really call him a great defender. At most, he might be maybe a solid defender, but I say the best defender on the Warriors team, outside of Draymond Green, of course, outside of Draymond, and his little antics, I say Gary Payton Jr. Gary Payton Jr. has really, really been a good defender in my personal opinion. I'm just really, really excited to see where this Warriors. I'm just really, really excited to see where this Warriors team go from here. And if they get into the playoffs, man, oh man, I'm gonna be making so much content about the Warriors and things like that. But I'm not gonna always be talking about the Warriors. I'm gonna be talking about different teams and stuff too. But it's just exciting. It's really exciting to see the Warriors going off, going crazy, going ham and cheese. Steph doing his thing as usual. And Steph is getting older, so Steph needs help. So, I still feel as though Steph needs help. Jimmy Butler is there, but Jimmy Butler is not really a scorer. He's more of a defender and things like that. If they could get another superstar, that would be great. But honestly, I feel like the Warriors messed up back in 2020 when they drafted James Wiseman. Honestly, when they drafted James Wiseman at the time, I hated it. People were saying, oh, the Warriors need a big man, so this is a good pick for them. And it's like, no, you should have got LaMelo Ball. The man the nigga that dropped 92 points in high school, you should have got him. But you settled for James Wiseman? And then James Wiseman turned out to be nothing. He turned out to be nothing, y'all. Getting bounced around from team to team to team. Meanwhile, LaMelo is doing his thing at Charlotte, averaging 26 points and things like that. If they would have picked him, if the Warriors would have picked LaMelo, oh man, Steph would have had all the help he needed. Because LaMelo and the way how he passed and the way how he passed and played the game is spectacular. Him and Steph together will be in sync. Really, really in sync. And it still burns me up at my very core that they didn't draft LaMelo. Because they feel as though they need a big man. And it's like, you really didn't need a big man. You need another star player next to Steph. James Wiseman, I never watched his college. Let me be honest. I never watched James Wiseman college highlights, but even seeing him play, he just never gave superstar or all-star potential to me. He just never really gave all-star to me. Meanwhile, I watched LaMelo in high school. I watched LaMelo in college. Well, he ain't played college ball. Let me take that back. I watched LaMelo play overseas. And I knew LaMelo was going to be a great player. I knew he was going to be a great player. And And it just burns me up that the Warriors didn't pick him, you know. But I'm really, really excited to see where this team goes. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, I ain't gonna say excited, but I'm looking forward to the playoffs. I'm looking forward to all of that. LeBron and Luka. Luka didn't even really have a good game last night against the Timberwolves. But LeBron, on the other hand, carried the team, put the team on his back. I'm not sure how many points he had, but once I edit this video out, I'll put it up on there. But man, LeBron has been doing his thing. Like the Warriors. The Lakers are a 5th seed right now. Ever since the Luka Doncic trade, they probably been like 5-2. I don't know. I'll put it right there, you know, and thing. But man, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, y'all. Tell me your thoughts and opinions. Tell me what you think. Comment below. And if you like my content, subscribe. And all right.